Hi, I'm Megan Johnson. I'm a music business major here at Full Sail University and am based out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The vast majority of my day is spent dealing and communicating with the public. Therefore, what I hope to get most out of this course is the opportunity to further strengthen my communication and public speaking skills. By trade, I am a professional musician. I am both the lead singer and manager of a full-time 12-piece band. A typical work week for me would be like this past one. Friday night in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Saturday night in Wilmington, Delaware. Tuesday and Wednesday nights back in Atlantic City. Thursday and Friday nights in Philadelphia, PA. And Friday night in Baltimore, Maryland. Our gigs this week were either at the casinos in Atlantic City or corporate events or weddings. A typical night consists of four 45-minute sets. Therefore, I allot for approximately 60 songs for each gig. In addition to being the lead singer of the band, my job includes choosing and assigning music to my musicians, running our weekly rehearsals, and structuring each set list so that it's appropriate to each gig or event. Furthermore, and this is perhaps the most important aspect of my job, I must be in constant communication with everyone involved in each event. This includes, but is not limited to, brides and grooms, general managers of the casinos, caterers, and vendors. Basically, in addition to being a vocalist and a manager, I'm an event planner. Doing all of this work on the business and management side was initially what led me to pursuing this degree at Full Sail University. In the last several years, I have had two major surgeries on my spine. While I'm holding up all right for the time being, I am often tired after back-to-back gigs, especially if I have to drive a long distance to and from the venue. I know there's going to come a time where I simply can no longer endure the schedule that I currently keep. In addition, it is extremely difficult to have any sort of personal life in this industry. For example, a dear friend of mine got married last night, and I had to miss the wedding because of my own performance schedule. We welcomed a new niece into my family 4 days ago, and I'm not going to be able to see her until mid next week, even though she and I only live 10 minutes apart, and that breaks my heart. Therefore, I am using my time at Full Sail to prepare for the time in which I cannot or simply no longer wish to keep up a performance schedule of 5 nights a week. Don't get me wrong. There is nothing I love more than performing on stage. It has brought me more joy and more amazing opportunities since I was 2 years old than I can possibly imagine. I wake up knowing every day that I am so blessed to be able to make a full-time living doing what I love more than anything in the world. However, I've truly loved to grow in the business end of my business as well, and look forward to continuing my career off stage. I know that in addition to my education and life experience, the key element in helping me achieve this goal is to remain as professional as possible in all situations. To me, being a professional begins with being courteous to others. In my industry, it is so much about team playing. If one person is late to rehearsal, it affects 11 other people. If someone is late to a gig, and upwards of 200 people could potentially be affected. For example, if I assign one of my singers the bride and groom's first dance and they show up even 5 minutes late to a gig, the entire night could be a complete disaster. Therefore, being a professional to me is to be constantly aware of the fact that one little thing you do or don't do could have an enormous impact.